Well, Bianca, this was apparently your second home growing up. How much time did you spend at the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron?
Over the last couple of years, probably quite a lot. My dad was the Commodore here for the past 2 years, and my mum was heavily involved as well. So yeah, my sister and I spent a lot of time here.
How much sailing did you do? Obviously not in the building, but outside here.
Well, they do have e-racing now, so you can do a bit in the building, but probably every other night of the week during summer. It's fantastic. You can come down here and pretty much, pick your night, you can go yachting.
Well, B, you would have started on some of these boats. How different are they from when little Bianca Cook was first sailing?
I mean, this is the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron MasterCard Youth Training Program. So this is a program for kids, well, not really kids actually, young adults from the age of about 16 to 21. And yeah, I started out match racing in these boats and made amazing friends, but also this is where I really got passionate about match racing and sailing and competitive sailing at that.
Bianca, this is a bit more close to home, and recently we're gonna have to get this this logo in. Who is Yachting Developments and what is the association to the Cook family?
Okay, so Yachting Developments, my mum and dad actually started up the business back in the early 90s. They started out building small race boats and then eventually got bigger, now build super yachts, but they've also built the fleet of youth training boats down there, and yeah, they started this concept with the Youth America's Cup boat, which unfortunately isn't going to be racing during the America's Cup, but it was a fantastic concept that they came up with. My father was really driving behind it, and he was really keen to have also a mixed crew as well, so sailing these boats would have been 2 males and 2 females. But yeah, still unfortunately not sailing during the America's Cup due to current circumstances around the world, which has kind of shut it down. A few small minor developments still to go on it, but yeah, they're pretty exciting to sail.
Let's talk a bit more about you. People might have become a bit more familiar with you over the last few years with Turn the Tide on Play. So what was that like as a journey?
To be able to do the Volvo Ocean Race was a childhood dream come true, and sailing into Auckland was probably one of the biggest highlights. And it's so funny, I've come back to my mum because she's so important to me and my family, and when I crossed the finish line coming into Auckland, we had done really well coming into New Zealand. You know, we were in 3rd place, and unfortunately we dropped back to 5th, and all I could hear were all these boats around us screaming, and all I could hear was my mum's voice, "It's my baby!" So yeah, she was a pretty proud mum.
And then what's the plan now? You have a very specific plan that you want to achieve with the Ocean Race.
Yes, so the Volvo Ocean Race is now being rebranded the Ocean Race, and there's going to be 2 different, I guess, divisions in the next race. So you'll have the Volvo 65s that sailed around the world in the last race, as well as the Amoca 60s, which is what they actually sail at the moment in the Vendée, foiling but solo, but they're going to be fully crewed. So there's a lot going on, but we've decided that we want to sail around the world with a Volvo 65 again. It'll be the 3rd lap for the boat. It's actually Turn the Tide on Plastic. We've got it here in New Zealand, and you know, we were really campaigning pretty hard to do the race. Unfortunately with COVID, it's been delayed a year. And you know, these things happen, and at the moment, you know, with the America's Cup going on and everything, it's so exciting to get involved with that, and hopefully when things kind of quieten down, we'll be able to get back up and running again with the Volvo 65.
Bianca, it's great talking about you, it's great talking about your family, it's great talking about the Ocean Race. This is what we're here for. What is the significance of RNZYS to New Zealand yachting?
So the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron is the holder of the America's Cup, and they've got Team New Zealand representing them to defend the America's Cup.
If I jump over this though, we're going to be in serious strife, aren't we?
Yes, I would suggest you didn't do that. It's protected, so if you go past this, security would get alarmed, and we probably wouldn't see the America's Cup.
It would go behind walls.
It would. It's protected for security. There's been a few instances in the past, but it's made sure that it's pretty safe here, and there's top security to make sure that it stays there.
Bianca, we've got all this history. Perhaps in a couple of months' time there might be another additional one. I imagine you might want one of your own boats on here instead, actually.
Oh, to be honest, it would be fantastic to have another Team New Zealand boat up here, but yeah, to have a Volvo 65 up here as well, that'd be pretty awesome.